Consistency, 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 man.
Don't take today off.
Consistency, the most underrated process.
You have to work every single day.
Do it every single day!
That's the name of the game, bro.
Consistency.
Well, I know that it's not always simple to stay consistent in our fast-paced and unpredictable world. The temptation of instant gratification and cheap dopamine is one of the most frequent traps associated with consistency. Many people are tempted to give up on their relentless work in favor of shortcuts or quick fixes,
Because most people are weak.
only to be let down later.
What are you doing with your life, bro? What are you, like, I thought you said you want to be a great. I thought you said you want to be the best.
Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab.
Now, how do you maintain the consistency to anything? See, in order to really stay connected to what you're doing over the long haul, you have to have a clear, compelling vision for what you're trying to achieve and know why you want to do it. This will keep you conscious of your goals, and hence, will keep you committed to it.
So many people just want it the easy way.
The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility.
But you don't act like you don't move like it. You wake up late. You sleep late. You don't study. You don't work out.
Do you want to be a person who fears failure, or do you want to be a person who loves success? Which one?
And no one's going to feel sorry for you when you don't get it.
Consistency meaning slow and steady progress. Success is not an overnight thing. Every good thing takes time.
Good things come to those who wait.
You need to be patient with your goals and work. However, many people will lose the willing to put in the work and effort in just few days and will surrender themselves again to that cheap dopamine.
If you wanted to be a loser, you should have never started the race.
It is the daily commitment to showing up,
No matter how difficult it gets.
putting in the effort, and staying true to our path, regardless of the obstacles that may arise.
This ain't a sprint. This is a marathon.
Consistency is the fuel that keeps the engine of progress running smoothly. However,
Consistency doesn't guarantee that you'll be successful.
many people are lost. They do not know what to do with their life.
That's okay. Nobody does.
They give up in slightest struggle and adversity. They get back to their couch and want to go back to their comfort zone.
Get off that couch.
Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world.
Go do something.
But not being consistent will guarantee that you won't reach success.
Doing something is better than not doing anything. Therefore, do what you are supposed to do. Take small steps each day, and don't expect amazing results in a day, 2 days, or 10 days. Good things take time.
They call it crazy. I call it focus.
Just as a single drop of water can eventually carve a path through solid rock, consistent effort over time can lead to significant accomplishments. The cumulative effect of small, consistent actions can yield remarkable results. Now, some people,
They take days off, this day off, that day off, they lazy, I'm tired. No.
success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently.
And if you don't see nothing, if you don't see no results, you don't give up and you don't give in because you're not doing it for the goal. You're doing it because you are in love with the process.
You treat every day like a Monday and every month like a January.
When it comes to developing consistency, it's extremely important to ignore the voice in your head that says,
No matter how hard I push myself, no matter how hard I try, I guess there are some things that just aren't possible.
Just give up.
I mean, anytime you're trying to be consistent at something worthwhile like working out or meditating or painting or whatever, it's guaranteed you're going to hear that voice.
Just give up.
I don't know where you're at in your life or what you're going through, but I want to tell you to keep going, baby.
There are some days, as much as I love what I do, I don't feel like going to work, I don't feel like doing much of anything. But let me share with you my story of how I reached 500 subs in no time. Imagine if I hadn't been consistent with uploading videos, if I had been slacking off like everyone else, I wouldn't have reached where I am today. In just a short span, I went from 230 subscribers to 500 subscribers because of one thing: consistency. I remained dedicated every single day. There were many moments during this time when I felt bored, tempted to scroll through social media, and retreat to my comfort zone. However, I reminded myself of my goal, of why I started this journey.
You have come too far to quit in the process. You have invested too much to quit now. But you cannot quit because you realize you have not reached the goal yet.
And I got back on track and kept going. I trained myself to override that whole negative voice in my head because I know the power of consistency.
Judge yourself by your actions, not by your thoughts. I became significantly less disappointed in myself when I started judging myself only on the actions I took, not the thoughts I had.
If the deeper part of you knows you really do want to keep going, you better ignore your negative feelings and instead focus on your positive voice and your actions.
A blade does not become strong. It does not become tempered until it's been through the fire.
You need to commit and becoming a person of action. It's essential to be someone who not only talks but also follows through.
It's every day of your life just doing.
The key is not to go all out in a short burst and then burn out, but to steadily put in effort over time. Commitment gets you started, but consistency keeps you going until you reach your goals. Your problem is that you start something and then stop. You begin again and then stop once more.
Yes, you're tired. Yes, your mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit.
When you feel good, you do it. When you don't, you quit.
Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it.
Go do something. Take action. Implement the best plan you have in mind and put it into practice. It won't be perfect, and it will evolve over time, but it will make a difference.
There was a time in my life when I might have given up, but that's all behind me now.
Guys, emotions are temporary. The key is to accept and embrace all of them. This way, you can decide how to handle your emotions instead of letting them control you.
The rest of your life can be determined by one simple decision.
Consistency, just keep doing it and never stop and never give up and never quit.
You gotta get to a point where you locked in, guys. You are locked into the process.
Day after day, play after play, second after second.
Every single day, it's clockwork, grind.
You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place.
It's all about continuous improvement, constant curiosity, and always getting better. The results aren't as important as the process of figuring things out. We often obsess over the results and focus on the output instead of the input and the process of making changes.
You're doing it because you are in love with the process.
The hardest part is getting up every day and giving 100%, even if you feel like you're in the same position. Knowing that you're trying your best every day is a real grind.
The ones who grind, get it, period.
You might wonder why you waited so long to engage, but the past doesn't matter. What matters is what we're doing today.
How much longer are you gonna wait? Take that shot.
Once we do, we must fully commit. There's no half or partial commitment. Once we engage, we must engage every day because that's how we achieve a better life.
Listen. Everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well.
By adhering to consistent habits and routines, we cultivate self-discipline, which enables us to resist temptation, overcome procrastination, and stay focused on our goals.
Procrastination is the assassination of all destination.
While consistency may pose challenges and obstacles along the way, its rewards are immeasurable, offering us the promise of success, fulfillment, and personal growth. With each consistent step we take, we bring ourselves closer to realizing our dreams and becoming the best version of ourselves.
Grind every day, one foot in front of the other, bro. And I promise you, you're gonna be lapping these folks, bro. Give it a year. Watch what happens.